Okay, the next thing that we have is a rhyme time. So now we will listen to a rhyme. It's also related to magic. Okay. So we'll listen to that first, and after that I will give you the wordings for this particular rhyme. Okay, so that you can practice it at home. You can sing it loud and enjoy. Right?
Rhyme time. Read aloud the following poem and then recite it in a group in the class. The magician bowed and greeted, all in the hall as the tiny bird tweeted. In a cage on the table it fluttered, to be freed, soon the magician whispered. Fly, fly away to a distant land, bring news of kings and their places grand. I want to turn everything into gold, at high prices that can be sold. The bird flew away very happily, only to return in moments hurriedly. The king of a distant land is a magician great. He will turn you into a bird without a weight. The magician was dumbstruck, thought, that is my bad luck. I don't want to live in a cage, said, today I set you free on this stage.
Okay. So now you will have the lyrics of this poem on the screen, or you can download the PDF in which you will always have all these kinds of data in there. Okay. Fine, so we have listened to this rhyme, we have sung this rhyme also. Now, state whether the following statements about the poem are true or false. First one, little bird was happy in the cage. Was a little bird happy in the cage? Nobody will be happy soon, isn't it? Yes. So the answer is false. The magician was performing in front of many people. Obviously, they do perform in front of a large number of people, isn't it? So the answer is true. The bird was sent to bring news of fairies and the mermaids. Was it? No, isn't it? Yes. So the answer is false. The king of a distant land was also a magician. Yeah. The king of a distant land also was a magician, isn't it? So the answer is true. The king wanted to be turned into a bird. Is it possible for us to have such kind of wishes? Huh? The king wanted to be turned into a bird. Impossible, isn't it? No way. So what is the answer? False. Okay. So the little bird was happy inside the cage is a false statement, wrong answer. The magician was performing in front of many people is a right statement. The bird was sent to bring news from fairies and the mermaids, again is a wrong statement. The king was of a distant land was also a magician is a right statement. The king wanted to be turned into a bird is a wrong statement. Right? So now I'll keep the screen the same for another minute so that you can read the sentences once again. Right? So spot and underline the rhyming words. So we need to check with the poem and identify the rhyming words over here. Okay. Yes. So the word that rhymes with the greeted is a tweeted. Grated, tweeted, fluttered, whispered, land, grant, gold, sold, happily, hurriedly, great, wait, cage, stage. So what do we check in the rhyming words? The last sound, that should be same, isn't it? Yes. Greeted, it, tweeted, it. Right? Second, fluttered, erred, whispered, erred, land, and, grant, and, gold, old, sold, same. Happily, illy, hurriedly, ly, great, ate, wait, ate, cage, age, stage, age. Right? So all these are the rhyming words that we can find in the poem. Right? So now I'll keep the screen the same for another minute so that you can have a good look at them once again. Right? Writing skills. Circle the prepositions used in these lines as you rewrite the passage neatly in your notebook. So I would like to say something. Magic is about creating illusions. A magician merely uses his skill to influence the thought of others. I would like to say, so you'll drag and drop a box here to say something. Magic is about illusions. A magician merely uses his skills to influence the thoughts of others. Yes. Okay. So what are the prepositions in this? I would like to say to is a preposition. Magic is about is another preposition. Creating illusions. A magician merely uses his skills to influence the thoughts of others. Right? Okay. Now, I'll keep the screen the same for another minute so that you can have a look at it and read the sentence once again. Right? Writing skill, compositions. Add your own words to complete the following sentences. make sure that each sentence has at least one preposition. So we need to complete these sentences with one preposition each, right? After a few years, I would go to Russia. I will use my pencil to draw the pictures of some birds. A magician is sitting on the chair. So after a few years was given there and I've completed with I would go to Russia. So in that I have used the preposition to. Right? Now, I will use my was given there pencil to draw the pictures of some birds I have added there. So pencil to draw. To is a preposition. The pictures of some birds. Of is also a preposition. So I have used two prepositions in that. Now, a magician is sitting on the chair. On is another preposition. Okay. So I have done it by myself. So you can do it yourselves also. I'll keep the screen the same and the minute so that you can copy this much part. Not the underlined part. The non-underlined part you can copy in your book and you can write your own part of the sentence over there. Make it sure you use minimum one preposition in the part that you write over there. Okay. Homework. What's a homework? Imagine you were at the King Krishnadevaraya's court and watched the magician perform there. You narrate the details to your family. Write a narrative paragraph of 7 to 8 sentences about it. You may begin by writing, Jamasha, a great magician, was at the king's court. So you may begin by writing, Jamasha, a great magician, was at the king's court. Then we need to narrate it. He asked the permission of the king to show some magical tricks over there. The king gave the permission. All the courtiers gathered over there. He took a small stick in his hand and he changed that into a sword. And he even presented the king with his sword. And then he took a bunch of flowers and he turned that into a pigeon. Then he said he is going to perform some great trick over there. Suddenly, he brought the moon and the stars inside of the court, and he said in a very few days or months, he will make the moon vanish from the sky. Okay, so he was practicing very much for those kinds of things, and he challenged himself, or he declared himself to be the greatest magician, and the challenge is there someone there who can challenge him. Tenali Rama came over there and he challenged him. Tenali Rama said, I will do something with my eyes closed and you need to do with your eyes open. The magician accepted it. Tenali Rama brought some sand. He closed his eyes and he kept sand on his eyes. He opened his eyes and asked the magician to do it with his open eyes. Jamasha said it is impossible for him to do such kinds of things. He accepted the defeat. And packed all his things and went away. So this has to happen in this order as you saw it there. Okay? So it's an activity that you need to do. Okay? I'll keep the screen the same for another minute so that you can have a look at this and then copy the question. Right? Project work. Work in groups of 10 and enact the story as a play in the class. So, this is what has happened over there, isn't it? Yes, this is you need to act as a drama, a play in the class, right? So, I'll give you this dialogues over here on a full screen mode. You can have it from the full screen mode, right? Okay. Value corner. What have we learned from this lesson for our life? A person with knowledge usually speaks as he or she expresses ideas and thoughts. But a wise person listens more than he speaks because he wants to learn more from others. A person with knowledge usually speaks as he or he expresses ideas and thoughts. So, a knowledgeable person is entirely different from a wise person. A knowledgeable person is something, usually like he wants to express his knowledge. So, he will be always speaking. But a wise person will be always listening. Why he will be listening? So that he can learn. He can learn more. Knowledgeable persons often think that I know everything and if you want to listen, I will tell you. But a wise person is always of an opinion that there are still more to learn and I am not the wisest of all in the world. So they will be listening carefully, observing whatever is happening around them and act accordingly. Okay, and this is a famous saying by Jimi Hendrix, right? And what we need to understand is knowledge speaks, but wisdoms listen. Okay, listen carefully, understand things properly, think positively, then you will get the solution. Okay, so that is something that we have got for our life. And that is the end of the lesson, Tenali Rama and the Magician. Okay. So, till the next time we meet with a new lesson, stay home, take care of yourself. Right? Thank you.